Yeah, so a lot of this mobile living thing, you know, and if you're doing stuff off grid, you're going to want to use 18-volt tools and a 12-volt charger. And this Ryobi kit, I don't think they sell it anymore, but you can get them used really cheap. And so I'm going to show you a little bit about what it does. It actually has a compound miter saw, chop saw similar to my other one. And so what it is you pull it out of the box and set it up like that, and so the box becomes the table, and then you adjust it the way you need it. The only thing about this saw compared to the newer ones that you might have a little hesitation about is that it's an 8 1/4 inch blade, and it's kind of nice that it's larger than what's used on their newer models, but it's also a little trickier blade to find when you want to go buy a replacement. And this one, it's still got like the safety side handle. It's got a laser on it. The newer model's a little bit nicer, not by much, but this is kind of decent. You know, it does what it's supposed to do, and all that Ryobi One Plus stuff uses the same batteries. And then inside of here, it holds bits, it holds the other tools. Some of those tools didn't come with it, and they're what I bought extra, but I can kind of cram them in the extra space. So supposedly the green Ryobi tools are a little better than the blue ones, but when I looked at the store, they're all about the same price. And this is a basic set of what you're going to use when you're working on stuff. And as long as you're not trying to use this stuff professionally all day, every day, it's okay. And like I said in some other videos, they're the only people in town that have, a halfway okay quality cordless sander. DeWalt doesn't even make one. They're the only people right now with a cordless chop saw, although that's not their current model. This one's their current model. And Makita had one for a while, which I think is like $400. And I don't think the Makita one does anything Ryobi doesn't already do. And you can use these with the new lithium batteries, get good life out of them. So yeah, for my off-grid stuff, this is just fine. Like I said, I professionally no, but home improvement handyman, not a problem. And if I was at a location and had to abandon these for some reason, it's not the end of the world. It's a little tricky to find these kits used now because they no longer do them new. But I'm only into this whole pile of stuff, including a couple items which aren't shown in the video, by $300-400, and that's and half of that, or close to half of it, is the fact that I bought the lithium-ion batteries new. Those batteries, you get them used, it's a real gamble. But $400 maybe, with a 12-volt charger added to your system. And then bit by bit, you can shop garage sales and yard sales and flea markets and add to this system. They got about 50 tools in the whole system. And the key to it is the batteries, because the batteries are actually pretty decent. And that just means if you're setting up your survival cabin or your stuff, not everything in the world is going to be made by hacking on it with some high-end survival knife. I mean, come on, get real, guys. So, I'll keep a high-end survival knife in my bug-out bag just to have one. This is I had a Chris Reeve that I sold, and this is the Schrade knockoff, and it's nice, but I mean, fuck, dude, you're not going to refurbish a house or make a hell of a lot of fancy shelter out of something like that. Okay, it's a status symbol on your gear, I mean, come on, man. You know, good knife, but you're not going to build stuff out of those. It's going to be all that nice unless you're living at the caveman level. So anyway, that's the Ryobi tool set for the bug out home type of thing.